Hey everyone, thanks for checking out my breakdown video. Um, what this video is going to be is just me taking an old session, going through it, breaking it down. I'm hoping to make this into a series. If you guys like the video, let me know. So this track here, this is the manual song that I released off an EP called Lines back in 2015. Yeah, 2015, I think. I'm going to, I'll start off by playing a little snippet here, and then we'll just go through the track and see what you think. Cool. So I should probably explain that this is a demo session. This isn't actually the final session. The software I'm using is Reason, and I've been using Reason for, geez, I don't know, since 2005, 2006. So I use this for all my writing. I'll usually start every song with a session of Reason. I work out the structure, all the different instruments, and then do some like demo vocals, scratch vocals. And then once it's all done, and I'm ready to record vocals, edit, mix down, I'll export it into another DAW. Back in 2015, I was using Pro Tools. Now I'm using Logic. So the reason why we're going through this demo session and not the actual session is because I mixed it in Pro Tools, and I don't own a copy of Pro Tools anymore. I upgraded this machine, I don't know, a couple years ago, and then it was just too expensive to upgrade my Pro Tools and all that stuff, so I just ended up making the switch over to Logic. And yeah, so I can't even open the original mix session and edit session. Luckily, I printed out stems. So if, for using live session backing tracks and stuff like that, I have the old stems, but I don't know, maybe one day I'll upgrade Pro Tools and start using Pro Tools again, but I don't know, I'm kind of stuck with Logic. I'm kind of digging the way that is right now, but this demo session, this is I think this is a cool look into how I wrote the song, the beginnings of the song and all that stuff. So what you're hearing is just a demo of it, so all the mixing, and you can see that my sessions are really, they're not pretty to look at. And then if you go into the rack section here, it gets even worse. So you can look here, nothing's organized. It kind of looks like how my brain works when I'm writing. I just kind of do everything quick. I just want to get the idea down, so I just put it that way. So yeah, so it's all gross looking, mismatched color codes, whatever, but this is how I do it. And you can see by looking at the top here that this track is like stupid simple. There's not a lot going on, but that's usually how I write. When I write, I just get a nice foundation, and then I'll do all my editing and stuff like that, and all my tricks and productions stuff in the actual DAW that I'm mixing down in. So that's why we're looking here. If you look down here at the bottom, you'll see I got my scratch vocals, my demo vocals. So this is even before I wrote the lyrics. So I got them muted right now. I don't know, but we can go into the drums first, I guess. No, actually, you know what? Let's go into this opening synths. That's kind of like the hook of the song, the thing that's going on in it. It looks like it's a mixture of two synths here. People usually, they sometimes ask if like what synths I'm using and what sounds, and I honestly can't remember. So this is kind of cool to kind of go back. I haven't looked at this session in a while, so I'm kind of learning as I go and trying to remember all the things that I did. So so let's see. Yeah, here's the one lead synth. Now I use a lot of VSTs, but I think back in 2015, Reason didn't allow, or it wasn't compatible with VSTs. So I use all the Reason instruments and extensions and stuff like that. Usually, if there's a nice VST that I want to use, I'll kind of just grab like a basic instrument as kind of like a placeholder, and then I'll replace it with an actual VST when I'm mixing in Pro Tools or Logic. But here I think I kept everything. I just printed everything, all the tracks out and into Pro Tools, and I just mix it there. So this first one here looks like that patch. I'm almost positive that's an Ensoniq synth patch called. And then the piano. So it's a mixture of the two. For the piano, looks like a D50 patch. I'm a big fan of the D50. I like the D50. I think there's another one here, Bones. I think that's another D50 sound. The Caribbean Cling. That's the in the intro too. Yeah, so that's what I did there. Next we have drums. You can see up here on the top row, I just had it all going through one channel. Nowadays I break everything out, but you can tell how old this session is because I'm using an old mixer right here on the left. This is the it's still available, but before Reason had this mixer row on the top, everything was mixed using these little mixing guys right here. And I don't know why I did it this way, but I ran everything at Red Rum or Redrum, whatever you want to call it. I call it Red Rum because if you ever watched The Shining. So Red Rum over here, we flipped the rack around. You can see I ran everything into its own channel. Really messy. And then I used all the aux sends for the reverbs and stuff like that. I won't use the reverbs in the final session. I just print everything out dry, but same with the compressors and the EQs. I just play around with them here and then export them dry, and then I do more EQ. I do all my EQ and compression in the DAW. But it looks like I did some light processing here. So for the drum sounds, I honestly don't know what I used here. The patch says Roland Compy Rhythm, but that's not a Compy Rhythm, is it? I don't know. Maybe that's what I use. Back then I used the 707 a lot. See, I'm so bad. I don't even know what drum machine that is. So yeah, maybe it is Compy Rhythm. So yeah, delays, all my effects up here. I don't know why I did this way. It's kind of confusing me. But I ran all the looks like I ran all the effects through a mixer. So I got a little distortion, echo, and then a gated plate reverb. I'm a fan of the gated plate verbs for the drums. Very rarely will I use like a hall. I don't know. I like the way the gated verb sounds on the drums. I don't know why. That's just a preference. So anyway, let's go back to. Here's the verse. Let me unsolo everything. Go back to the verse here. So a lot going on there. The bass is the Poly 6. I use this a lot. I don't know why. I just do. It's a solid bass. That's kind of like my go-to bass sound. And I'll try to mix it up afterwards, but maybe like a Mini Moog sample or something like that. I like the Arturia Mini Moog VST. And then I also have a Moog Minotaur that I use on rarely, but I do use it. But yeah, the majority of it, I mean, as cliched as it is, yeah, it's fat line bass, Poly 6. Maybe I'll mess with the cutoff and the resonance a little bit. But yeah, that's what I use about 90% of the time. So let's see. Yeah, there's just not a lot going on in this song. Choruses. So for the choruses, it looks like I just added like a pad synth. Let me see what I used here. Something called Very Big Pad. I don't know what that is. Let me see if I can solo that. It's a cool pad. I don't know, is that a D50? Let me see if I can find, I don't even know where here's my D50 folder. Yeah, it's a D50 patch. Okay, so D50, so basically the leads in Sonic, keys D50, this little bones is D50 for the pad. Let's see these bells. What did I use for bells? I just used a Thor and that P5. I think that's a Prophet patch. Let me see. It's cool. I like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a Prophet patch. And then I have some swell, but that's it for the instruments. Like I said, it's a stupid simple. Like, I wish there's kind of a lot more going on, but there isn't. That's it. I don't even have any automation going on. It looks like on the bass I do let's look at, so on the bass it looks like I do maybe a high pass for the verses and then a little level automation, but that's it. That's all I do. Yeah. Yeah, I just did a little high pass and then for the verses, just to get rid of some of that low end. The breakdown. Let's take these solos in. And then I'll show you guys the demo vocals. So this is basically me just going through and getting an idea, and yeah, no lyrics, just idea. Hold it out with full, no one saying. Hide it out with full, like this saying. Hold it out with full, no one saying. Hide it out, there's some rappers saying. Hold it out with full, no one saying. Hide it out with full, like this saying. Hold it out with full, so yeah, there's that. You can tell I kind of, I mean, I pretty much stayed with that melody. But yeah, that's no tuning. Well, maybe there is tuning. Yeah, I threw a little Neptune tuner in there. So I did a little tuning. Any effects? Yeah, it looks like I have a little verb and delay. I used the this guy, the echo. I love this echo. That's pretty cool. I usually use like Waves H delay when I'm in my final session, but I really like this guy. Sometimes I'll print out the effects and then bring it into the session. And then the pulverizer, it's like a little saturation effects. I don't use this too often. I prefer the Sound Toys. What's that one called? It's on the tip of my tongue. What's it called? Sound Toys. The Decapitator. I like that one for saturation, especially on drums. So yeah, so that's basically it. That's the song. Not a whole lot going on. So yeah, that's kind of the story with most of my music, though. There's just not a lot going on. If you guys want to hear the song in its entirety, I'll put a link in the description. You can also check it out on my Bandcamp, on Spotify, and you can go to my website and check them out there as well. So yeah, link in the description. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, because then you'll be notified the next time I do one of these. If there's a specific song, let me know. I think that'd be kind of cool. I'll do requests. And other than that, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.